Hey guys, SureShotMajit here. Got a sweet video to do today. So this is a SCAR-L Sportline by Classic Army. I will be doing a review, unboxing, and a shooting test, and I'll also chrono it while I'm at it. So basically, let's go ahead and unbox this. My brother got this in the mystery box. It's okay. I'll tell you what I think. I mean, as a tech, like, I don't think I could ever use a stock gun ever again, so if I were to get this, I would just upgrade it right away. So when you open it up, you're going to see a manual, which you really do need this, because to put the battery in is a really difficult task, actually. You have to take the screw out in the back, and then the stock itself, the back part, can come out. The UGG boot part. So, yeah, I'll show you how to do that on video. This is the Allen wrench you're going to need to do that with. And then you can just pull the gun out. The magazine is under the gun, so let's pull that out. It's a metal high cap, Classic Army marked. Classic Army makes probably one of the best high caps, in my opinion. I've had a few of these, and they're one of the best. This is like a gunmetal gray or whatever. It's nice finish, and it works really well. I have .2s in here to shoot. I also have a GMP mid cap to shoot too, full of .2s. So we'll try that, see how it feeds with the mid cap. And then you can pull the rifle out. This is obviously the CTB version. So take this out too. Put the manual back in there. Close this thing up. So pretty nice packing. So here's the gun and the magazine. So high cap, about 300 rounds, Classic Army marked. So you know you're not getting some rebrand or whatever. So the stock is going to be folded. So basically I'm just going to go over the features now. So when you get it, the stock will be folded, and it does latch, okay, on the other side. So it's not going to fling out on you. It shouldn't. At least I don't think it's going to. It doesn't seem like it would. And then you kind of push it down to unlatch it. Now, the wires are exposed here, but Classic Army did a good job at heat shrinking these up, so that's heat shrinked. And when you go to close it, it really doesn't seem to, like, pinch anything. I don't see how you could pinch the wires, but that's just me. So it does have a metal locking piece. So the part that locks into the receiver is metal. Adjustable cheek rest all the way down or all the way up, just by pushing the button. This is the stock fold button. This right here is your stock adjustment button. So you push it in and you're going to adjust it, and that's how you get the stock off as well. You have to take this screw out, and I will do that to shoot it with an 11-1, but I have a 7.4 in here currently. The stock is all plastic. The low receiver's plastic, and the stock and the low receiver are the same plastic, you can tell. The pistol grip is actually nice plastic. Got your standard motor height down there. Ambi plastic selector switch. It actually clicks into place really well. So that's that. Hey, you guys want to see my lizard again? There he is. Where do you want to go? Put him in the grass. Hopefully he doesn't run off. So plastic lower, ambi selector switch, ambi mag catch, which is metal and it's on both sides. The charging handle does not lock in position, so the bolt lock is non-functional. Right now it's on the right side, but you can change it to the left via the screw. The bolt does go all the way back, which is cool, and you can see Classic Army's standard blue cylinder, which is cool. I like that color. I think only their sport lines do this color. I may be wrong though. I had a Classic Army M4 back a long time ago, and it worked really well. That's where your adjustable hopup is too. That wheel, it is metal. It seems really solid, and it's not moving in there. I tried to wobble it around. It's really solid, so you're not going to be losing feet per second. But it does look like the wheel has a little bit of space where I can kind of move it back and forth, which is not really very good, but it seems to hold its accuracy pretty well. I would recommend a .25 BB probably in this gun. Flip-up sights are metal, built in. You got to push this button to do it. Now, I did not look, okay, this gas block is one piece because this is the sport line. You're not going to get that adjustable tool in the front. You have a bottom rail and two side rails so you can put anything on here you want. And in fact, let's go ahead and pop these on here. It's just this grip. These are Josh's, so his grip and his optic. He is trying to sell his V12. I'm trying to sell it for him. So he's trying to get like a PTW to put this optic and the grip on. So this is a 5.52? Yeah, I think it's a 5.52. It's a shorter one. So that's that. Looks pretty nice in my opinion. Weight-wise, it's not too heavy, not too light. The upper receiver is plastic. So that's the reason why this is the Sportline. The upper is plastic. Now, when holding this compared to the VFC that my dad has, this is kind of trash. But, you know, VFC is top of the line, so if you were to compare this to like a D-Boys or something, this might not be so bad. You know, this is plastic where D-Boys is metal, but, you know, strength-wise, this plastic is probably pretty strong. I have not popped the pin out to look at the internals or anything. I'm not going to. This is going to be sold as new because it is as new. So these retail for about $200, which is a pretty good price. $200 for a Sportline is pretty expensive, but just to be honest, like, SCARs are, you know, there's not very many of them out there. So you got Classic Army, made in Hong Kong there, so it is Classic Army, and then the license by FN Herschel caliber, which is 6mm, so it's not full trademarked. So I don't know why they didn't full trademark it if they had the, they were able to. Let me go find my lizard. We're good. He's just playing in the tree back there. Okay, so 7.4 in here. Let's go ahead and dry fire out a few shots. It kind of seems weak, but again, this is a 7.4. It's not very powerful. So let's go ahead and just shoot this thing. We're going to use the high cap. Well, actually, we're going to shoot the mid cap. Let's shoot the mid cap first and see how it feeds. This is a GMP high RPS mid cap. So let's go ahead and step back and see how this thing shoots. We'll chrono it here in a minute too. I have my graduation balloons out there to shoot. Okay, the red dot does not want to turn on. Seems pretty consistent. I do have the hopup adjusted. Again, I would probably use 2.5s. With 0.25s, your max range is probably going to be 200 feet. You could probably hit people at 200 feet with this thing, even with a 0.2, but the wind's going to probably mess some of your shots up. I'm going to go ahead and shoot the balloons. It's moving. The wind is moving it. It does seem to be skipping a few shots. It may just be the magazine. This is my older, this is a 2-year-old GMP high cap, or mid cap. Okay, so let's go ahead and chrono it real quick. I had the chrono set for 0.2 BBs. 381. Okay, I think it's empty now. 381, and that's with hopup adjusted. That's pretty good. That's outdoor FPS though. Although the CQB field that's near me would allow that. So that mag didn't seem to want to feed very well. It could just be, that's the older mag that I have, but. Okay, let's try the high cap that it comes with. Try full auto with the 7.4. Rate of fire doesn't seem all that bad, but feeding seems to be iffy. Okay, so let's go ahead and try this with an 11.1. So bear with me while I take this screw out. I won't put the stock all the way back together because I don't even know if the 11.1 is going to stick and stay inside of the stock with it, you know, being able to close and whatnot. So, just going to go check on my lizard real quick. Yep, he's still in the same spot, he's still in there. So in order to do this, you have to pull out this screw right here, this Allen wrench screw, and then your stock is going to come out, okay? And this was the battery that I was using. It's my dad's. This is for his, not his SCAR. He uses a different one for his SCAR. And to me, a connector sucks. Okay, so this was the battery. It's a JNY74 25C. So here's an 11.1. I have no idea what charge this is. This is my brother's. This is his smaller one. So this might fit in the stock actually. But I do have an extension, so I'm not going to try to stick it in the stock, I don't think. There is a fuse in here too, so if you do upgrade it, you could probably remove that. Alright, I'm just going to fold it out like that. Let's go ahead and see. Trigger response is pretty good. The only thing I would recommend is probably a motor upgrade. I would do like a ZCI balance, which is 30 bucks, easy to swap out, and a 7.4 LiPo. And the ZCI balance should get you about 20 rounds a second with the stock gear set, with the ZCI balance. Try full auto. Yeah, that's probably about 25 BBs a second, but it's not feeding at that. So there's definitely not a sector chip on the sector gear. There can't be. It's just not going to feed on full auto. So if you want to use an 11.1 with this, if you can get one in the stock, you're going to have to use a sector chip on your sector gear. You're just going to have to. They're cheap. Just pop one on there, and you should be set. Okay, let's go ahead and chrono it again. I just turned it off. 379, 383. 383, 383, 380, 381. So it's about 380s. With the hopup, it's actually on a 0.2. So you should be getting about 320, 310 with the 2.5. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and go up there and shoot the balloons from close. So let's go ahead and do that. I can only do semi though. Let's go ahead and... Alright, let's do it so you can see. Now, I'll go ahead and put you closer. I'll step back so you can see those. Alright, hopefully you guys can see that. Those balloons. Alright, we're out of ammo. Okay, so feeding seems to be iffy with this thing. Yeah, I can see down in here the aluminum nozzle. Alright, anyways, that's been the shooting test, review, unboxing, and chronograph test of the Classic Army SCAR-L Sportline. Again, I would not run an 11-1 LiPo, just don't. I can tell it this is very hot. Do not do it. Use a 7.4 and upgrade your motor to a ZCI balance, and you should get about 19-20 rounds a second with a 7.4. And get good trigger response at that too, because you will get better trigger response with the ZCI balance than you would with this. So again, it's a Sportline. It's mainly plastic. It's very light though. Quality wise, Classic Army has some good internals. The only thing I don't really care about their internals is the gearbox shells, but this one does look radiused, so it's good. The motor doesn't seem to be the best in this either, but it's stock, so I can't really complain. I mean, all stock stuff, in my opinion, is generally the same. There's some differences, like gearbox shell strength, obviously, between brands, and gear set ratio. Some have 16:1, some have 18:1, and then piston strength is the biggest thing. So different companies do different pistons. I'm not sure what's in here. It's probably not. It can't be a metal rack. It's a Sportline, so. If you have any questions, please comment below. Hope you enjoyed the balloon shoot. Thanks for watching, guys.